everyone, my name is Nina Zeta and I'm Director of Partnerships at Sidewalker Daily. Today's video, I want to talk about media kit mistakes. Now, I see media kits all the time. One, I work on the brand side. I work with tourism boards, hotels, travel brands, and I do influencer campaigns. So I'm always asking people to send me their media kit. Two, I create media kits. I do private coaching with influencers and bloggers and I help make them. And third of all, I have media kits for my own business that I try to for pitching clients. So I am like really in the media kit space and I've seen hundreds in my lifetime. And this video, I kind of wanted to talk about the mistakes. Now, when you think of a media kit, for those that aren't like aware fully, media kit is supposed to be like a visual resume, okay? It's meant to just kind of talk about your business from a holistic approach, like way more broad, not so super specific. So there's so many mistakes that I see that are so easily fixable. The first and the thing that stands out the most is, I guess, is this mean to say, but like being ugly. Oh, and it's 2019, you know, there's so many free resources out there. And to make sure that your media kit looks good. I mean, if people wanted a resume or a Word document, they would ask for that, okay? But this is not what a media kit is. It's not meant to be some outdated PowerPoint presentation or an outdated Word document. They need to look crisp. They need to look good. They are a reflection of your brand. I cannot emphasize this enough. Canva has tons and tons and tons of different templates. And don't just search media kit when you go on Canva. It's a free tool. You can also search presentations that are, more landscape and they're not like, typical A4s. They're like more, horizontal. And that's exactly what you're going to want to focus on, is making sure your media kit looks good, on brand. Some of the biggest mistakes I see, people's font is like all different types of fonts all over the page. You shouldn't have more than 2 or 3 fonts maximum. Your header, your subheader, and then your copy. Stick to a font, keep it clean. The same thing goes with branding and your colors. You want to make sure this is a document that if I had to print at the office, it's not full of like a bright, crazy blue that's like, just hurts the eye to see. You need to be thinking that your media kit is literally a visual representation of your brand in a few pages. And while that kind of sucks, people on the brand side, we don't have time to like fully investigate your social, your website, all that. So your media kit is just that kind of like quick document that we can like refer to. And just so you know, our media kit has gotten us tons of work. People are really drawn to our visual like aesthetic. So the more, I guess, attractive and the more energy you put into your media kit so that it's visually appealing, you're basically showing that you're professional, you're standing out, and you're being more competitive because everyone up there is really up in their game. And you don't want to be the one with like a scary, Word doc looking type of media kit or a PowerPoint, that has like, exactly, word art, okay? So make sure that you are up to the times. A second mistake I see is that they're too long. You're putting way too much text and way too much backstory. Again, what we need to know on the brand side is very, very clear. I need to know your demographics, your stats, what makes you different, what niche you're in. I need to know like past work, other brands that you've worked with. I want to see a testimonial. Make it easy, keep it simple. Those media kits that are like tons of pages that don't really feel like, condensed in what we need to know, it kind of just makes you not want to finish reading them. Another mistake I see is people are not getting enough testimonials. They're just, putting all the stuff about them, but they're not really showing why, we should work with you by using like a third party. So a testimonial is such a good way to get someone like me to trust you. If I see another brand is like, so-and-so is an amazing worker, she has a great work ethic, delivered everything when I needed it to be done, we would absolutely work with her again. It sends a green light to me that's like, oh, well, I want to work with someone like that. So make sure you include a testimonial. Another mistake I see you guys kind of doing is including your rates. You should not be including your rates in your media kit because we all know that those numbers can change depending on budget, depending on brand. I know you think your rates may be set, but I know that if there was a brand out there that you were dying to work with, you may have some wiggle room. Am I right? And that goes the same thing with brands that you don't want to work with. You may just up that price a little bit more to be like, hey, if you want to work with me, I'm going to charge more. So don't put your rates in your media kit. Save that for the negotiation process. Save that for when you're on step 2. The media kit is like step 1. It's your first date. Don't put everything out there at first. I also see this mistake a lot. People say that they work with brands, right? And then like type it out. They're like Norwegian Air or I worked with Expedia. Hello, logos, use those logos. Those are way more, it goes back to my point of being visually appealing. If you saw like all these logos on a sheet versus like it written in text, it's gonna be more of a win for you. Another mistake I see is sometimes people use statistics or put like things on their media kit that are outdated. So for example, if you have like a Twitter or a social media handle that you do not use, don't put it in your deck. Remember, your media kit's supposed to be a visual resume. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't go to a job interview with outdated work on your resume, right? You want it to be polished. You want it to be like all the new stuff, not the old antiquated stuff that doesn't work. So make sure that you keep that in mind when you're building out your media kit. Lastly, a big mistake is, I guess I would call this like editing or not having someone proofread it. There is nothing worse than having a media kit full of typos, with punctuation errors. It's first of all sloppy, second of all unprofessional, and on the brand. Like if I see that your media kit, if you don't take the time to edit it, then why would you take the time to edit like a sponsored post that I'm going to have you do? They go hand in hand. And because your media kit is a representation of you, if you're sloppy in your media kit, I may feel that you'll be sloppy with one of my clients' brands. So I may not want to take that risk on you. Another mistake is copying other people's media kits. Now, first of all, Canva obviously has templates. The goal is for you not to just plug and chug, right? The goal for you is obviously to put the content in, but to move things around, to make it your own. And also like if you sell someone else's media kit, whether it's someone that, ours, you're not going to want to copy someone else's media kit. You want to use it as an opportunity to set yourself apart. First of all, PR agencies, I've worked with tons of them and we receive all these media kits. And if we saw something that was identical, it's not only hurting both of you, it just kind of feels like, okay, you guys are just part of the copycats. You're not the trendsetter. You're not the leader. And in this space, your goal is to always be creatively pushing yourself. I've seen people be really creative with how they deliver their media kits. I've seen them in I don't know what's that word, USBs that have their logo on them, or in a really nice folder or whatever, getting creative. That's what we want to see, because it's if you're creative in your delivery and your presentation, you're going to be creative with any project that we put you on. So take the time to put some spunk into your media kit. Make it you, make it yourself. You're not going to make everyone happy. Our media kit is real brandy. It's not minimalistic. It's not clean. It's very us. But hotels have come to us and they're like, we want to work with you because we know you know how to speak to that audience. So it works in your favor to be authentic, and being authentic in your media kit is super important. I hope you guys like this video on media kit mistakes, and I hope that you don't make them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video.